Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My husband left to take care of his sick ex-wife. Do I ask for a divorce? Honestly, it just depends on so many things because they could have ended it on really good terms and they could have just been like really good friends. My husband and I have been married for over 2 years. Before our relationship, he was married to a woman named Lexi. They met in their 20s and were together for nearly a decade, including 7 years of marriage. During the time together, Lexa was diagnosed with cancer. He supported her throughout the entire journey until she eventually recovered. Not long after her recovery, she expressed a desire to explore life independently, which ultimately led to their divorce. Several months ago, Lexi reached out to him. The three of us had dinner together, and I found her to be warm, kind, and easy to talk to. Shortly after that evening, she asked to speak to him privately. During that conversation, she revealed that her cancer had returned. This time the outlook was more serious, and she confided that she did not think she could go through treatment again on her own. My husband told me everything, and I supported his decision to be there for her. I even offered to help, but Lexi gently declined, saying she did not feel comfortable being that vulnerable around someone she did not know well. I respected her honesty and stepped back. As time went on, my husband became increasingly involved in her care and emotional well-being. At first, I tried not to question it. I understood how much she was going through and how much the shared history meant. However, as the weeks passed, it became clear that something had shifted. His presence in our shared life began to fade, and I could feel the distance growing. 2 weeks ago, he sat down with me to have an open conversation. He assured me that nothing romantic or inappropriate had happened between them, but he also admitted that the level of support Lexi needed was not something he could provide while also being a husband to someone else. He said he believed we should separate, at least for now, and that he would understand if I chose to move forward with a divorce. He left our home shortly afterwards, and we've had very limited contact since. I'm torn about what to do next. Part of me feels like I should ask for a divorce and start moving on, but another part wonders if I should wait and see how things develop. Oh, I think she should just move on. If this is the case, he definitely still loves his ex-wife. For sure. And it wasn't even like they broke up because of anything serious. It was more like he was still in love with her, but she just needed to find herself. And now that they're back together, I guess he realizes that he still loves her. Because you would not tell your current wife, you can divorce me if you want, if you loved your current wife. Yeah. I think she just needs to move on, as hard as that is. Oh my goodness, I just don't get why the husband would marry her then if he still had feelings for his ex-wife. Oh no. He definitely chose his ex-wife over his current wife, which is so sad for this person to not be someone's first choice. When you're his wife, that's very upsetting. But yeah, there's nothing else she could do. She just has to move on and enjoy her life and find someone who will put her first. My husband cooked a meal for my friend and remembered her favorite drink from years ago. Ooh. I mean, maybe her husband is just very attentive and he just cares about everyone. And he's just such a nice guy that he just remembers everything about everyone. My close friend, call her Lana, who I rarely get to see, came to visit from out of town. She's a very kind, sweet friend, and she's also a very pretty Asian girl who gets quite a bit of attention from men. The only day and time she was able to fly in, I would be wrapping up an important on-site work event, but my husband was on PTO that day, so I asked Lana if she'd be okay with him picking her up at the airport and bringing her back to the house. She would just have to wait for 1.5 hours with my husband and dog while I finished up work. Husband agreed and Lana was grateful. When I finally got home, Lana and I were going to get some drinks and catch up at this little cute speakeasy near my house. She told me she had the best review of my husband to give me. I asked, what did he do? She said he was such a gentleman. When he picked her up at the airport, he immediately got out of the car, took her luggage from her, opened her passenger door, told her to get in, made sure she was comfortable, closed the door for her. Then he took her luggage back to the trunk and loaded it. That's very nice. Okay, I think that's very nice, very wholesome, very sweet of him to take care of her friend. Very nice. It's only a problem if he doesn't do this for his partner. Okay? But if he does, then that's fine. What a nice guy. She said by comparison, when her boyfriend picks her up at the airport, he just pops the trunk when he sees her walking up. When she got in the car, she realized he had gotten her Starbucks. She told him that's so sweet, he didn't have to do that. He told her it was no problem. He figured she might want some coffee after such a long flight. But the drink he had gotten her was a flat white, which is her favorite drink. She's been obsessed with them since college. She asked him, how did you know I like this? Did your wife tell you? He said he remembered she had mentioned liking them once at a dinner we were all at 3 years ago. When they got home, he asked her if she was hungry. She said she was hungry, but would grab something to go later when I got back. Well, okay. Okay. The drama. I feel like none of this is a problem unless he doesn't do any of this for his wife. So he doesn't remember what his wife likes. He also never cooks normally, you know? But let's see. He said nonsense and offered to make her something. She said, please no, I don't want to trouble you. I can eat later. He asked her what she would pick up later. She said pasta. He said, I can make pasta right now, and went into the kitchen. He made her homemade red sauce pasta and served it to her. She said it was delicious. He asked if she wanted a glass of sangria and poured it for her. He then also gave her a cherry Dr. Pepper Zero without asking. We have basically every flavor of zero soda in our fridge, but that is her favorite. She didn't ask how he knew that, or if it was a coincidence, and I'm not sure either. She said I did well, and he's one of the good ones. He does cook for me sometimes when planned and does nice things, and he's a nice guy overall. This just seems kind of, I don't know, romantic. How do I handle this? How do I talk to my husband about it? Any advice here would be appreciated. Wow. I mean, I think that's just the kind of guy he is, no? Because if that's what he normally does anyways, maybe that's just the kind of guy he is, and because that's her close friend, he feels the need to treat her even better. But overall, I feel like that's such a green flag. For him to just be nice to her friend like that, to make sure that her friend is so comfortable and happy with her stay. I think that's very nice. It's only a problem if he never does any of this for his wife and he does all this for her friend. That's a problem then. But if he does all this and that's just what he normally does, then I think that's just his personality. I mean, you would want someone who's a nice guy, right? You don't want someone who's only nice to you because you're his partner. You would also want him to be nice to everyone else too, because that's just his personality. He's just nice to everyone. But not too nice. Okay. Not too nice, right? Not too nice where you don't feel important as his partner. But yes, I think this is fine. It's just only a problem if he remembered all these things about her close friend, but he doesn't remember anything about her. Like he doesn't know her favorite drink. He doesn't cook her meals. He doesn't open the door for her and stuff like that. Then that's a problem. So it just really depends if he treats everyone like this. But she didn't leave that in. She didn't tell us. She didn't say if that's how he normally acts with everyone else, with all the guests. She didn't tell us. But he sounds like the guy to do that. I think he's a nice guy. I don't think this is anything to overreact over. Because I'll be so happy if my partner treated my best friends well. Because they're my best friends. Like, I want to treat them well. You better treat them well too. Do you know what I mean? It's just normal. It's like how you want your partner to treat your family because you love your family and you'd wish for your partner to treat them well too. And vice versa. You want to treat his family well because he loves his family. And you want him to be happy, that his family is happy. Stuff like that. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!